Okay. Hold on give me one moment. Um, da-da-dum. You would think I would do all this while I still have the content soon screen up, but that would require forethought. Okay. Hold on give me one moment. Okay. Yeah, see, doing things while I'm still in the setup phase of streaming would require forethought, something I very obviously do not have. Okay. Okay. Okay, all is good, I believe. Um, we are. I'm trying to remember how I start a stream. We are finishing the new Archon Quest interlude thingy today. That's what we're doing today. Is we're finishing the thing. One moment. The arm of my chair is pissing me off because it feels weird tonight because sensory issues. So I'm going to put a blanket over my chair. Scooby-Doo blanket to the rescue. All right. Oh yeah, that feels so much better. Okay. Ah, shit. I resized everything last night because I was using a different layout because I was an idiot. There we go. I think that is good. My blanket keeps falling. Hold on. There we go. That should work. All right. Quest time. Being completely honest here, I don't actually know how much is left in this quest. It could be 3 hours. It could be 20 minutes. just who's to say? Okay, talk to Jean. Oh. Return to special story mode, and this is where I start the recording. Okay, let's talk to Jean. Now I have to remember the voices I was doing last night. Okay. All right. The others are looking after Fiona? That threw me for such a trip because I was thinking about Honkai Star Rail, so it almost read to me as Sinon, but also Fiona is my dead dog's name. So that really threw me for a loop. Alright, no problem. Alright. Alright. The others are looking after Fiona. Please tell me you can help her. I can, as long as the rest of the operation goes well.
Wait, the operation isn't over. What do we do now?
What happens next is more of a personal project. I've consulted Venti about the possibility of calling a triplicate conference? I've never seen that word in my life. Ah, yes, the relatively new tradition. Grandmaster Volka came up with the idea 2 years ago. I still remember when he approached me about asking the lovely ladies of the Hexen Circle for a small favor. The chumminess caught me off guard. If I hadn't known any different, I'd have thought he was talking about his older sisters or something. Wait, so Volca also knows that Venti is the Archon? An Archon? Ooh.
Older sisters? Is Varka really young or something?
Genshin Impact. We are on good terms right now. Your story, I've really enjoyed the story for this part. If Volca is not an older, buff man, I'm going to kill someone. This is a warning. I will be really disappointed if this is not a old buff man. I wouldn't exactly call him young, but he's not old either. No. Genshin be so careful. Yeah, the Archon thing seems to be an open secret. He's the type to crack a joke at every opportunity, so whatever age that is. Okay, we're getting closer to something I'll accept, but be so fucking careful. Indeed. Anyways, the Triplicate Conference is a gathering of three parties: the Hex Circle, the Anima Archon, and the joint forces of the Knights and Church of Sylvanius. Yeah, no, so this is definitely just an open, like, okay, Venti being Archon is just like an open secret. Cause, like, what? It's Diluc, Jean, Albedo, Dahlia, Volca. Does do Rosaria and Kaya know? Part of me thinks they feels like I remember them knowing. The other part of me feels like they don't. But that's regardless. That is too many people for this secret. So yeah, it is. It is very much an open secret. Oh no. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. Please let this be young Varka and not what he actually looks like right now. I This is not the old buff man I was hoping for. That's oh no. She's pretty though. Lord Barbados was able to facilitate a meeting between Volca and the mages. Valka has quite a way with words, so he was able to gain their favor and convince them to agree to a very important request. Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to our nation. Yes, and now I have a request of my own. So I need the conference to convene once again. Venti, if you would. Of course. Lux, pass me the dodo combination. Jesus Christ, that is a mouthful of words. Of course. Lux, pass me the Dodo communication device.
Huh? You're gonna use that thing to call
Paimon, that's like Alice's invention. Of course it's gonna work to call him. Just watch and learn. Okay. I think this should do it. Dodo, 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 go! Okay, so this is gonna be Volca, right? I am. If his voice isn't exactly what I've been imagining in my head all these years, I will be mad. No, but if it's let's just say if it's not deeper than Kaya's voice, I'm gonna be incredibly pissed.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
Oh no. Hoyo, don't do this to me. Hoyo, don't do this to me. Hold on. That's not the right voice. That's also not Master Volca. Tell me it's not Volca, Genshin. Venti, I don't.
Wait, Barbados?
Okay, I like that one a little better. I'm so judgy. I do feel bad. I want to preface it. His voice actor is doing incredible. I also want to preface, I have a very specific image of Volca in my mind. I'm taking I'm taking physical damage in this stream. Rose takes physical damage due to their preconceived idea of Volca being shattered. Volca? Oh no. Give me a longer sentence so I can really hear everything. Grandmaster? Oops, I put in the wrong number. Sorry, Volca. You're probably busy right now.
But considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so.
I can't tell if I like it or not. I can't tell if I like it or not. Again, notably, the voice actor is doing amazing. I just have had. It's been like 4 years. I have a very specific image of Volca in my head. Yes. Well, have fun with that. We can talk some other time.
All right, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in.
Hold on, I'm gonna listen to that one more time.
All right, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in. All right, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in.
Okay. I think I like it. I I think I like it. I think I would prefer it to be like just a little bit deeper, but that also could be the filter they have over the Dodo communication device. But I think I like it. I'm gonna go with I like it for now. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da!
Hey! He was just about to tell us where to find his secret stash!
Don't tell me he hid it beneath the great tree of Windrive? That seems like a bit much. Ta-da, ta-da, go!
Hello? Who is this?
Ooh. Is this Mona's master's voice? Barbaroth, right? Is that her name? Dude, I should have refreshed myself on the Hexa Circle lore and all their names and shit. I think her name is Barbaroth, though. I could be 100%. No, I feel like I'm wrong. Her name starts with a B, though, doesn't it? No, that's Alice.
Hello? Who is this?
Oh, that is Alice. Okay. I I think the only time Alice has talked is in Dory and Aloy's trailers. So I am not familiar with her voice off the top of my head. Greetings, Miss Alice. It's Venti.
Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, I love her. You're really gonna tease me like this? Fine. It's Barbados.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados?
Oh, I love Alice's voice. You still remember the Tri-Peak conference, right? I'm calling on behalf of a friend. He's asking for a meeting.
Oh? And which brave soul is it this time?
Ah, I just knocked my comb off my desk. It's me, Aunt Alice. Albedo, captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team, requests a formal meeting with the Hexen Circle.
And what is your wish, dear Albedo?
I want to accomplish something unprecedented.
How unprecedented. Something even your mother Rhine-daughter never accomplished?
Ooh. In terms of technique, no. But in terms of location and material, yes.
Okay, that makes no sense.
I think it does, Paimon, but okay.
You've piqued my interest. I'll be right there.
I don't think we will. But I really hope we get to see Alice. Be right where? Here? As in this office?
Hello again,
Oh.
everyone.
Good enough, I suppose. Good enough. But Genshin, you gotta stop teasing me. You gotta stop teasing me with Alice reveals. We have too much Hexacircle stuff. You gotta give me faces so I can draw pretty fan art. Hello, Aunt Alice. You've turned yourself into a giant Dodoco?
Darling, isn't it? It even has its own hat.
Oh, I love her.
Wow, the attention to detail.
Pleasure to see you all again. It's been a while. On behalf of the Hexen Circle, I hereby grant Albedo's request. I'm guessing you still need to prepare? Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Aw, that's nice of you.
Paimon, don't fall into her trap. She'll curse you.
I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
Tell that to the guy who you cursed to only repeat what other people say. Thank you, Aunt Alice. Before we set out, there's someone you need to meet. Head to my office. He's waiting for you there. Oh, I think I know who this is. I'm not gonna say it to spoil it, but while checking for Excoffy Air kit detail leaks, I may have accidentally seen a leak for this. And then I may have, on top of that, accidentally seen fan art on Tumblr because I'm insatiable. But I believe this is a certain
Hey,
someone.
Have you ever wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed? Paimon bets there's a secret snack stash hidden around here somewhere.
No, I think it's probably because there's tons of dangerous chemicals in there. Durin! Baby Durin! Yes! Oh, I missed Baby Durin. Oh, fuck. What does Baby Durin's voice sound like? Hey, not so loud!
Mini Durin, what are you doing here?
And where's Skara? Well, actually, I've kind of been helping you guys in secret the whole time. I tried tapping Paimon on the shoulder during the battle, but you floated away too fast. You were there. Oh, is that what the point of POV shots we saw were? That's so cool. Yeah, I've been in Mondstadt for a few days now, but I've kept myself out of sight. I thought people might be scared of me.
Oh, don't worry. We aren't scared of you.
It's the baby! The baby returns! But where's Skara? Where's my boy? Thanks. It's the baby boy. Look at him. Oh, I am so curious how the scene plays out if you did not play the Simulacra event. Because you would have no idea who Baby Durin is. Like, at all. Like, this scene has to play differently, right?
So, what brings you here? Oh, is it Windbloom? There are a ton of fun games this time of year.
Baby Durin comes out of Simulacra at the end of the event. Skara takes him out, with, like, the boat. The boat thingy. I did sneak off to the festival for a bit, even though I couldn't play the games because of all the people. I still had a lot of fun, but that's not why I'm here. Albedo and I made a promise to accomplish something great together.
What do you mean?
I I'm gonna replace the Durin on Dragonspine. I'm gonna be the one who is revived and brought into this world. Ooh. Oh, I love that. I love that. It makes sense. Yeah, that I I I could see it just being like a brief on the the larger events of Simulacra. Because this is a lot to just throw on someone who didn't play that event. This adorable little guy. I do love that Albedo wants to do a switcheroo with the Durin on Dragonspine and this Durin. That's fun. Playable Durin? Playable Durin, perhaps?
Wait, didn't that already happen? You left the storybook world,
Oh.
and now you're here.
Okay, hold on. Brief aside that is like on my thought of playable Durin. Genshin is almost at 100 playable characters. Uh, the next two upcoming, which are, I guess I won't say because the drip marketing's not out yet, but the next two that are coming will be 78 and 79, which means any character that releases in 5.8 or 6.0 will be the 100th playable character in Genshin Impact. And 100 is a big number. So I feel like they're going to release some sort of special, like they're going to release a big character for 100, not just like here's Bob from Leeway Mondstadt. I don't know. It's like it's not just gonna. I can't see it being just some random throwaway character. It has to be something big. So me and my brother were speculating potentially the captain. Uh well, he was guessing the captain. I I felt a little less likely for that one. I predicted potentially Volca or Alice or one of the other Hexen Circle members like N. I could see them doing Baby Durin. I could see Baby Durin being the 100th playable character. Kitty cat! Kitty! Hold on, give me 1 second to make sure my cat doesn't try to get out of my room. Or, where do you want to go, sweetheart? Okay. Be good. Don't be too crazy. I'm trusting my cat to not be too crazy today. This will probably backfire on me, but whatever. But yeah, I could see Baby Durin being the 100th playable character in Genshin Impact. That feels big enough to be number 100. Sorry. I should be more specific. Albedo said he can use alchemy to turn me into a human.
What?
Yeah. I feel like Baby Durin could be 100. Oh, damn, sorry. Hold on. Human transmutation? So you're Albedo's intended subject. Yeah. He's been working on it for a long time.
And that's what you want, Mini Durin? To become human?
I don't know if want is the right word. I don't even know if there is a right answer in a situation like this. But I do know this. I I just I have just as much of a right to this name. I don't want to lose to the other Durin. Becoming human isn't just as simple as changing a form. I know. Albedo talked to me about that. He said the Durin on Dragonspine is a lot more aggressive and primitive, almost like a beast. But Mom created me in a storybook. The pure parts of me can balance out the evil parts of him. If I'm honest, I don't know what that will look like. if I can still be me once I become human with that part of him. Maybe without maybe without a complete soul, it was never really a me to begin with. Albedo said these kinds of questions are normal. We're all just trying to figure out who we are. But I'm not afraid of change. I want my life to have meaning, and suppressing an evil dragon, becoming human, both sound pretty meaningful to me. So don't worry. No one is forcing me to make this choice.
Well, turning you into a human sounds like a huge project. No wonder Albedo wants to get the mage's approval.
Yeah, I'm really grateful to him. We're kind of in the same boat, you know? Albedo told me he's the Kinda Prince, a synthetic human, and if this works, I'll be one too. We'll be the only two of our kind in the whole world. Alchemical creations allowed to live in human form. If all living things are grouped together by species, and there's only one other person like me in the world, I guess that makes us family.
Definitely. You've just gotta trust one another.
Aww.
Actually, while we're on the subject, does your friend Hakai know about this?
Yeah, where's Skara? I miss my boy. Yeah, I told him I was coming here to fulfill this duty. He didn't try to stop me, he just told me to get a move on then. He didn't say it outright, but I think he supports my decision. Maybe he even thinks it's a good idea to go through with this. I'm a little scared, of course, but excited too. Anyways, I'm really glad I got to talk to you at a time like this. I feel a lot better now, so thanks. Aww. Oh, I missed Minnie Duran so much. Hello, little baby. I'm feeling a little nervous, but also kind of excited. It's a strange feeling. I've never felt anything like it before. But don't worry, I can cope. I gotta do my best to stay in good frame of mind so that Albedo's plan can succeed. Aww. We're going to. I imagine this has to be the Imaginarium theater room, right? Yep. Visit the mysterious room. Note. Your party configuration cannot be changed during the Hex Circle trial. Please choose a suitable party in advance. Recommended elements, Hydro and Cryo. I am, as much as I love him, going to switch Ryosi for Excavier because she simply makes Nuglet's damage insane. Ooh, I'm so excited.
Welcome,
I'm so
one
excited
and
for this
all.
boss.
Please sit wherever you like.
Okay, well, I normally sit in that chair, so no unspoken rules to be aware of. I don't want to unwittingly park myself down on some important lady's chair.
I highly doubt anyone's going to mind where you sit, Lord Barbados. But thank you for being so considerate. Jean didn't fancy tagging along?
A lot happened in the city today. If she left, there really would be no one around to lead the Knights of Favonius.
All right, never mind. I was just hoping to treat her to some tea.
You can treat me to anything you'd like, Alice. Am I flirting with a donut? I'm flirting with this weird rabbit fox thing in a hat. Okay, but have you heard her voice?
So, tell me, Albedo, what is this outrageous and audacious plan of yours that I've been hearing murmurings about?
I'll get right to the point. I intend to kill the evil Durin in Dragonspine.
Oh?
And I'd also like to request some alchemical regions from the Hexen Circle.
Which ones? I'm all ears.
First would be the flesh of that immortal monster from Margaret's.
Interesting. What else?
The other is a portion of the embryo left by my mother, daughter.
Ah, the raw material from which she created her monsters in the past. There's not much of it left. Dragon blood, monster flesh, and embryo. Sounds to me like a formula for creating life.
Know if there's weirder things I've tried to flirt with. Nope. I just remembered. In the Valentine's Day stream, there was Harvey Sawyer. I think the computer is weirder than the fox rabbit thing. Correct. Durin's heart has continued to beat ever since the day he died. That means it's just a matter of time before he eventually returns. It could be centuries away or millennia. But the day will come. I've spent years investigating in Dragonspine, so I'm well aware of the danger he poses. He's already posed a considerable threat to Mondstadt, at less than half of his original strength. There's no telling how dire the consequences could be if he ever regained his full life force. Hence, if we all want to be free of the danger posed by his blood and limitless variety, we must find a way to eliminate Durin entirely. Oh, Kitty, watch out. Hold on. Kitty, that's not a stable place to stand. That's not where you should stand, Kitty. It's gonna fall. Okay, one moment. My cat opened my door. I said if you be good. You must be good. Knocking my plushies over. Opening my door. I give my cat too much free will. Unfortunately, Durin is a special entity. Even after death, he could reawaken at any moment. So the solution is to kill him and then resurrect him in a different form. I'm very interested to see what permanent map changes this will make, if any. Upon resurrection, he will no longer be the creature he once was. In fact, he will no longer be a monster at all. Because I intend to transform him into a human-like being. Hi, Kitty. During the summer, Klee and I Sorry, my cat just walked right in front of the screen. During the summer, Klee and I visited a fairy tale world called Simuankra. It was created by mages from the Hexen Circle, so I'm sure you know of it.
Of course. It was even the home of one of M's children the other day. Oh, I see.
Kitty, what are you doing? Kitty! I thought we weren't being crazy tonight. You were so good all day. It was during that journey that I learned with certainty that Durin would return to life one day. That experience inspired me. I met the pure soul that M had created, and I knew if I wanted to change Durin's fate, he could be the key. To that end, I devised an alchemical model for the transmutation. The soul will come from the fairy tale dragon of Simuankra, the blood from the original dragon's heart. And the monster remains from Marjorie and the embryo mother left behind will form the fresh. The corrosive nature of the dragon venom and the heightened vitality of the monster remnants will offset each other, keeping the constructed body in perfect balance. The powerful side effect can be triggered when festering forces and life energy collide. In alchemical setting, the results are sure to prove nothing short of astounding. Sorry, my cat walked in front of my computer again. Stop walking in front of the screen.
Glint in your eye
That's
when
not for
talk about
you.
these ideas. You really are your mother's child.
Do you see that as a bad thing, Aunt Alice?
Of course not. To me, you're both extraordinary individuals. I find you fascinating.
I'm sorry, Alice, that sounds a bit gay.
In any case, now I see why you asked Venti for help. The raw materials you seek are extremely valuable.
Kitty cat.
The misuse of even the tiniest amount could cause
Kitty, stop
unimaginable
rubbing against
chaos.
the microphone.
That said, We're happy to give you what you need, but there is one condition.
Hee,
You
I'm
need
so
to
excited for
prove
this
you
new
can
boss.
wield them, and so you must pass the Hexen Circle's trial.
I understand. I figured something like that might happen. That's why I asked Lux to come along. Wait, I'm joining you in this thing? I can think of no better partner for such an endeavor.
So you know our tricks, huh?
I mean, yeah, you raised him. I imagine he's aware of them. Aunt Alice has always loved a spectacle. Any chance to witness friends come together and to support one another.
Well, success means little if you have no one to celebrate it with, no?
You make so many good points. Every point you make is good, and I'd like to discuss more points with you.
Although, I'm afraid dear Paimon will have to sit this one
Oh,
out.
poor Paimon. Hold on, I need a drink of water. I've been doing so much talking.
Why?
Because you're itty bitty small.
The Hexen Circle trials are no walk in the park, my dear. Besides, I already decided on the structure.
Alice is like, I already got all this figured out.
There's only room for 2 participants, I'm afraid. No more, no less. You understand, don't you, Paimon? Oh, don't be too angry with your dear aunt.
I love that Alice just adopts anyone she comes in contact with. If she can get her hands on a child, she will adopt them. Or an adult. Or whatever Paimon is.
Okay. You can turn off the charm. Paimon will stay behind.
Oh, Paimon, it'll be okay. You can wait with Venti.
Thank you for being so understanding. Then, whenever you two are ready, interact with the chessboard on the table. It will guide you through the trial.
Then let me make a formal request. Will you go through this trial with me? Of course. Are you ready, Lux? Just about.
My dear children, get
Yeah,
ready for a taste of the Dodo King's magic.
Alice has real mom energy. She also has real mommy energy. Ooh. Oh, cutscene. Oh, we're itty bitty small! Yeah, Paimon, you would be teeny tiny small. There's no way you can come with. It's certainly in keeping with the Hexen Circle moralities. We've been shrunk down to chess piece size. Damn, Alice is terrifying. But, like, yes, please.
Whoa, you're so tiny now. Take extra care of yourselves, okay?
Yes, Paimon. You're big. Paimon's big now compared to us. What is it? Nothing. It's just Paimon's voice is even louder than usual now that I'm this size. She's always so energetic and lively. Nothing can dampen her spirits. Don't worry. You'll be back with her again in no time.
You sound pretty confident, Albedo.
Oh, that's terrifying. Aunt Alice? I didn't realize you'd be personally conducting the trial.
Well, since your mother has to recuse herself, who better than I to put your abilities to the test? I have prepared quite a riveting new performance just for you two. See?
Her voice is terrifying like this. I love it.
Defeat them in battle. Prove to me that you have what it takes to achieve your goal.
All right. Let's do this. Yeah, it's weird that we keep shrinking. Kind of strange.
Swashbuckle your
No,
way
but
to victory like
shrinking shrinking your characters and putting them in like a situation like this where like there's other items of similar size, but there's also ones that are firmly taller than them is a great way to create like stress and anxiety in like your players or your readers, whichever form you're delivering your art in. Creating a notable height imbalance between the uh the heroes, the protagonists, and their adversaries is a great way to create a tense atmosphere. Also great for people who like tall women. See Lady Dimitrescu. Did I include her on the Valentine's Day tier list? If not, I should have.
Bow your head.
Feel this ancient power.
King and Queen.
Okay, that was fast. Come on, Alice, give me a trial. Give me a challenge here. Make me work for my victory.
Great undertaking.
I do hope this second phase is a little harder. Though I might we may be to the point where I am just
Had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me.
this one doesn't seem
Well
like
done.
Alice.
But this isn't over.
This is
I will
this is
not
Mona's
preside
master,
over the
right?
second trial. Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear. But change your perspective, and you will see them as they are.
This is so cool. Oh, I love using Albedo's skill like this. You okay? Oh, this is so cool. This is one of the sickest cutscenes we've had in a minute. Okay, I'm sorry. The queen is incredibly hot. And here we get to the point where Rose simps for the queen chess piece.
So it begs the question: what do you see on the other side of this chessboard? Pawns earned true freedom the moment they gained legs with which to run. So, in the spirit of round order, I prepared a little surprise for you. Mainly to thank you, of course. Just a small gesture of kindness from me, Barbaloth. Just to you.
Barbaloth. I think I was close in my guess of her name.
Oh, Albedo. You're always so charming and delightful.
This calls for some pomp and ceremony.
Moment of birth.
Good lord, always forgetting your lines.
Thank you, Albedo. I will
Our
try to
performance
live.
has yet to conclude.
I dance for you,
Ancient
my
power.
dear.
Stop that. I think me and Farina said that at the same time. Hey, I did it. Yeah, some water would be good for all this thirst. Here, I'll take a sip before we continue.
Yes, very well done.
Fuck, where did I put my straw? We did it.
Oh, they've grown up so fast. I'm so proud.
That was fun. That was fun. It wasn't too difficult, but it was fun.
Really? Well then, I'll leave you to debrief the others about today's events.
Huh? You're leaving already?
You did marvelously today. I'm thrilled for both of you. And should you feel the need to gloat profusely to that student of mine so she knows to up her game, be my guest.
Ross just went brag to Mona to make her feel shame.
Lovely tea party. But that'll do me for now. Until next time, my dearies.
Goodbye.
You're just going to up and leave? Barbie?
Aww.
You'll have to forgive Barbara, love. She's always on the move, and she never says where she's going either. I think she enjoys the mystique. But if I had to guess, she's probably going for a walk. She's a very health-conscious individual. Barbie was satisfied with your victory, and so am I.
Oh,
Congratulations to you both.
I think I just realized who Alice's voice reminds me of. I think she reminds me of the Queen of Hearts from the animated Alice in Wonderland. Or it's a character in, oh god, it's been so long since I watched either like any of the Alice in Wonderland movies. It might be the Queen's voice in the live action one. Or it could be the White Queen's voice in the live action one. I had it and now it's gone.
You can come back now. Oh, whoops. I need to turn you back to normal first, don't I?
Yes, we'd like to be big again. Make me big.
You're finally back! Great job! You made it all look so easy!
Hi, Mon. I took like 5 minutes.
Nice to have you back safe and sound. Now time to relax and switch off. You've earned it.
Thank you. Felt pretty good to beat the trial. Once you've rested up, let me know when you're free and we'll head to Drakenspine.
To deal with the dragon of Dragonspine, right?
Why else would we go up there, Paimon? To go swimming? Indeed. The sooner we deal with Durin, the better. I'm ready whenever you are, Albedo.
Yeah, I'll do my best, but
Nice to have you back safe and sound.
Oh, where'd Venti go off to? Alright. Let's head to Dragonspine. Let's go get us a baby Durin. A woman. We refer to my dog as, honestly, all my dogs as being human too, but we say it like human too. Because they're dogs, so my dog's a puppy, so she doesn't pronounce her words perfectly, so she's a human. She's human too, and now
This place is as freezing as ever!
baby Durin gets to be human too. Want to climb into my hood? Oh, yeah, we gotta go
It's warm in there.
this way. Should take the edge off, and it might improve your mood, but I recommend... Okay. Never mind. Fuck me, I guess. I didn't want to read the text. Nope, wait. Wait, where is the sparkles? I'm so lost. I fucking hate this mountain. No, we need to... This cave turns around, right? Kitty cat. I'm so fucking lost. No, wait, this isn't... Fuck! How do you get down to Durin's heart? How do you... What's the way to get to a dragon's heart? Where's the fucking cave entrance? Ugh, I hate this mountain. There it is. Yo, Dragon Boy. We've arrived. Sorry, Paimon. I have to get to work now.
Still beating away after all this time.
Leave it to me. You two stay on guard. Nixie! Why don't you lay down?
May Paimon
Yeah.
ask a question?
Yeah, the problem is just figuring out what their horde is. What is Durin's horde? Blood? Demons? You may.
Who is Durin to you? Do you think of him as one of your kind? And is he a dragon, person, animal, or monster?
From an alchemical perspective, we're both artificial creations, but biologically speaking, we have no relation whatsoever. So to say that we are kin would be categorically incorrect.
Sounds like you
Kitty!
prefer humans to dragons then.
It's not so much a matter of preference rather than, as things stand, I would say I belong to the class of human, albeit a unique category. Therefore, category. But then again, most forms of life in this world possess some unique traits. I'm perhaps the most unique among humans in that fact that I'm the only one of my kind. But soon there will be another just like me, assuming this alchemical project proves successful. I believe Mini Durin already told you of his intent to replace Durin of Dragonspine. After my conversation with him, he also expressed a strong interest in becoming human. It's fascinating. It's a fascinating prospect, not to mention an extremely challenging one. But I understand why he came to that decision. Do you see this as an act of creation? Well, understood in the broadest sense, this project deals with both the past and future. It stands to profoundly impact many lives. That primarily is what makes it worthwhile. Helping Mini Durin become who he wants is merely a secondary consideration, though still a meaningful one. Ooh. By contrast, my personal motivations are nothing so grand and meaningful. I'm just pursuing something I believe in. In my view, to cultivate life, which the world cannot generate it and grossly, is to cultivate the world itself. Whatever aids in life attaining a greater level of perfection improves the world by doing so. It's not a question of whether this is ought to be done or not, merely whether I wish to. The alchemical enterprise is concerned with deciphering and comprehending all forms of knowledge. That is the path I walk. Of course, that's not to say that this is just science, of course, that's not to say that this is just a science experiment to me. Anything that affects Mondstadt, I approach first and foremost as a member of the Knights of Favonius. Does that answer your question satisfactory? Well enough. Thank you. Oh, I was expecting something more blowy-uppy. Finished.
Looks like a golden energy has encased the dragon's heart.
Oh, I hate the heartbeat noise. That is the worst thing I've ever heard. The whole heart would be too big. I don't need that much. Instead, I've just removed the core. The rest will soon lose its vitality completely. This time, Durin's body should finally die for good.
Wait, but in that case, what's gonna happen to the fake Hertha? And what about the people who fell under Durin's influence?
Good question, Paimon. The Knights will keep an eye on them, but as far as I'm concerned, eliminating Durin's influence on the citizenry and creating a new Durin through alchemical are one and the same thing. Armed with the heart, I'll be able to complete the alchemical array and deal with all these issues in one go. Fair enough. Let's head back. Oh, I don't like that we're starting at the gates and not, like, the headquarters. That does not bode well for me. Oh, Hylan. Sorry, goodbye. I didn't mean to talk to you. I wanted the apple. Let's call it a day here. Thank you for accompanying me.
Pleasure. We sure learned a lot.
Mondstadt's a lively place during the Windbloom Festival. You should take a look around and pick out some nice souvenirs for yourself.
Oh yeah, the festival! Wonder who the Windbloom star is gonna be this time.
Yeah, this feels too easy. Maybe I'm just a pessimist, but this feels too much like a walk in a park. Like the fact that Durin's body didn't even attempt to fight back at like essentially what we're doing feels like we're an infection. And the fact that the body didn't even attempt to fight back against against this infection, I feel like there's going to be something more.
Well, we've been too busy dealing with this situation the entire time. Who else would be free to work during the Windbloom Festival?
I'm sure we'll find out. The, I'm sure we'll find out on the day of. Okay. Wait until 2 days later. 1, 2. I don't trust that this day of will go smoothly. Feel like I feel like there may be some creatures afoot. Also, I got an achievement. Pass the trial. All right.
Windbloom Festival is about to
Go
begin.
to the plaza.
Let's go check it out.
I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. How you feeling, Donna? You're good enough to sell me flowers, so good for you. How you feeling, Quinn? Oh. You know, I expected them to want to talk about what happened to them at all, but why not? Hi, Marjorie. I'm realizing there's probably a closer teleport waypoint I could have taken, but that would be too easy. Why would I do that? Ooh. Oh, yeah, I don't think they just throw me into this special story mode if we weren't about to do something. As you all know, during this year's Bloom Festival, the people of Mondstadt have banded together to defeat several waves of monsters that tried to invade our city. Accordingly, we would like to award the title of Windbloom Star to someone who made an outstanding contribution to the defense operation. Jesus Christ, I could not read that line. This is someone who may not look like a strong warrior, but whose keen insight played a vital role in gaining control over the conflict. His words and songs always have a way of lifting people's spirits, as if they were a great support to us all. It's venti. It's venti. Let's give a round of applause to this. Let's give a round of applause to this year's Windbloom Star, Venti the Bard.
Wow! Amazing!
Yay, Venti! Huh? No way. You're really gonna pick me? Why not? You're the perfect person for the job. Alright. Does that mean I get unlimited free drinks at the tavern? I'm sure they'll be more than happy to support this year's Windbloom Star. If you'd like, I can even take a drink Wait. Jesus Christ, I can't read tonight. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to support this year's Wind Star. If you'd like, you can even take a drink while you give your acceptance speech to the crowd. In that case, let me swap out the speech for a song. Everyone, the best bard in the land is about to begin his performance. So don't go away. Gather around and lend me your ears. Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna have to read quickly here. I can't pause. Oh, is he not gonna sing? Is it just music? That would be preferable because I can't read quickly. Oh, is that Albedo? Yes. Okay. I was slightly concerned Susbedo was back. I hereby something something. Oh, the baby boy. Oh, dude. Unequipotous earth, flowing water, retaining fire, fortifying wind. Oh, this cutscene's so cute. Oh. Traverse the eighth worldly in 20 passages. Oh, this is such a fun cutscene. Imagered soul, enter the mortal world. Elevating festering flesh into sacred blood and bone. O sages, witness my grand endeavor. That was such a good cutscene. How was that? Not bad, right? Oh, baby boy. Baby boy. Oh, he's a baby boy. He's a baby boy. It's my son. I dramatically shove Albedo and Scara out of the way. This is my son.
How did everything go?
Where's my son, Albedo? Very smoothly. I'd say we achieved our goal.
Really? So Mini Durin looks like a human now?
Correct. However, his newly formed body is still stabilizing. We should give him some time. Incredible work, Albedo. I graciously accept the compliment. It's really remarkable what we've accomplished.
So, how do you feel right now?
Quite good. I did what I set out to do and achieved a personal goal. I think even she would have made a rare facial expression had she seen it.
She?
Who do you think, Paimon? Gold, his fucking mother! My master and mother, Gold, rising daughter. A long time ago, she sent me to Mondstadt with the instructions to complete a task of monumental importance. Find the truth of the world. I had a theory about what she meant, and in time I was able to corroborate it. Sure enough, finding the truth of this world basically stood for getting a life. Gold straight up went, son, you need to get some fucking friends. Go out there and get a boyfriend. Pinocchio Baby Durin, AU. I could see it. That might be easy for most people, but someone like me, it meant doing a lot of learning about a lot of things. I had to find out about myself and the world around me, get to know me, and get to know other people. Life is the space that exists between me and the world. To truly become human, I had to inhabit that space. So, for an artificial human, finding a life is in some sense equivalent to finding the truth of the world.
So that's what she meant, huh? Well, no monsters wanted to infiltrate the city and replace you. They
Hmm.
wanted your life for themselves.
Being alive is just as it's just existing. But having a life is what makes you truly human. I think that's the message she wanted to get across to me. Gold said touch snow, my son. Go forth, touch snow, and touch ass. Still, I found this whole series of events have given me new inspiration. Becoming human is only the beginning. What follows is a choice a human has to make in life, as well as the kind of family bonds they will form. Most people would probably see the events the last few days as something out of a nightmare, but for me, it's just part of my family life. I fear that the the existence of my brother has enjoyed so. Jesus Christ, Albedo, stop using words. I fear that the carefree existence my brother has enjoyed thus far will now come to an end. Just like me, he will have to step in this world and face the same constraints as everyone else.
You've got an unusual family, that's for sure.
Oh, certainly. Well, I suppose we get it from our mother. She's highly unusual. Let me meet Gold. Let me meet her, please. There are all kinds of families in the world. Some base their life around the family store, others around the farm. In my family, I suppose we tend to the flower beds. And now I'm a gardener too. As long as you feel like you've gained something from this experience. Hmm. Master never showed her face, but if the Hexa Circle knows what I've done, that means she knows as well, and gave her approval. Since devouring Nibirus, it would seem she's finally found a modicum of peace. And if so, then I am truly happy for her. She didn't always have a petulance for madness, you know.
Devouring Nibarius? What's Nibarius?
I am also curious. I was concerned I was just forgetting, this incredibly important piece of lore. Oh, okay. You know what? Sure. It's the name of the ruler of life.
What?
Wait, so does that mean Gold is the ruler of life now? That would make a lot of sense. Aunt Alice told me about it not too long ago, but it came as no surprise. I knew Master would do it sooner or later. As for the ruler of life, all I truly know is Nibarius is not gone. Instead, because of Master's actions, she and Nibarius are now one. In any case, thank you so much for your help during this ordeal, and for choosing to stand by my side through it all.
Of course. That's what friends are for.
Paimon took the words right out of my mouth. Hearing you say that means more than I could say. I'll make sure to pass along the sentiment when I report back to Master Jean.
Oh, so you're heading back to headquarters? Well, good luck with the report.
Thank you. I'll get going.
Wow,
I want to see the
this
child.
festival turned out to be a special one. It feels like we really made a difference. Oh,
We
but
always
I
make a
almost
difference,
forgot.
Paimon.
If the Wimbledon star has already been chosen, what is this year's Wimbledon gonna be?
Ooh. Want to take a guess?
Venti, you're back.
What did you do, Venti? Well, I couldn't keep my two dear friends in the dark about this year's Windbloom, now could I? What do you think of the Celia? It's quite fitting. The true feeling of Prajudi's sun, a sentiment as sweet and warm as the gentle spring breeze. Perfect for the season. Alex, give me your hand. The mages are very pleased that you and Albedo managed to pass their trial. Albedo received the materials he sought, so you deserve something in return as well. The Hexen Circle wants you to have this. It contains something entirely one of a kind, a secret of sorts. When the time is right, it will reveal itself to you. So no need to open it right away.
Wow, a gift and a mystery all in one. The mages sure love their secrets, huh?
I don't think it would be the Hexen Circle without secrets. According to the sender, you are probably the only person who could make use of something like this. So I suppose it belongs to you. All right, thanks. Well, all I did was deliver it. Although I did go to great lengths during this whole ordeal. I suppose a reward for my efforts wouldn't be too out of the question.
You've helped a lot, Venti. How about we treat you to a drink?
Yeah, that sounds fair. Really? I'll hold you to it? You know, no going back on your word.
Of course, Dad! Let's go to the tavern right now!
One drink, Venti. You have a one drink limit. Music to my ears. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I could fly. Feels like the festival was made for me or something. Venti, go sleep in a tree. When no love remains for the song to tell, the words become naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for heroes who could set us all free. Though shadows so cold, he sought wisdom untold, chasing a fragrance the wind only knows. Was wistful and mournful and faded into night as he stepped from the darkness into the light. Oh, that was great. But where's my son? Where did they put my son? No! Where is my son? Okay. I do want to check about for our friends. So Eula, Amber, and Mika they were by the Good Hunter. No! They took them from me. I wanted to go talk to them. My son is napping and I'm very upset about it. I demand to see my son in his true glory. Ugh. Okay, wait. I'm gonna go check Albedo's office. I want to see my son. Hello, my son. No, they're hiding him from me. They're hiding my son from me. That definitely looks like a playable character model, though. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. 100th character, playable Durin. That was incredible. That was so good. It almost coming after that was the end of the update. Coming after the questionable storytelling of Natlin. That was so good. Like, unbelievably good. I haven't had that much fun with Genshin Story since Simulancra. Or, I really enjoyed Lantern Rite. But, like, if we're talking about I guess if we're talking about Archon quests and like main story stuff, the last time I had this much fun with a quest would be Haikidigat. Would be a bedtime story. But like this was so good. I feel like everything tied together really nice. Nothing felt like weird and out of place or like it was just being shoved in there to like have it in there. I thought it was really good. I love baby Durin. I love my son. That is my son. And no, Natlin is certainly some weird blip in in the creation process of Genshin Impact. They, during the, like, developer notes for Node Karai, they admitted, I believe, I'm blanking on the exact details, but I believe they admitted to Natlin being a bit rushed, which makes sense. It feels that way. They I imagine what happened was they decided they wanted to change a few points in the story, but then ended up just having to rush it towards the end, which is why Mavika feels like a clunky Archon. This is a story feel oddly paced. I have no excuse, like, I have no explanation for why Sitlali is just potentially the worst character Genshin Impact has ever made. And that's her competing with Ito. But that is also the fact that she's quite literally a carbon copy of my grandmother, which is certainly a trip. And I can just not like her because of that. Baby Duran gets back to Sumaru and is like, "Hello, I home in now." And Nahida and Scar are just like, "Who is this baby? Who is this baby that wandered into the academia? Who is this child? Who is this sassy lost child?" No, I love him. That looked like a playable character model. That looked like a playable character. I think the only thing I'm particularly, like, disappointed about is Volka's design. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Volka. I was so excited for Volka, and he's had so many, like, designs over the year, like fan-made designs over the year. And I think I've just, like, um yes, I was talking about Auroran's grandmother, Sitlali. I do not like her, like, at all. Uh yeah, I don't like Sitlali. Great, my OBS is lagging, because of course it is. Sitlali reminds me so much of my own grandmother, my mom's mom. And we talk about it a lot in the video I made with my mom showing her the, like, Natlin characters and everything. But, Sitlali is just so reminiscent to me of my own grandmother, who is a not good person, to put it lightly. To put it more heavily, she's an abusive drunk. I have not been in contact with my grandmother for nearly 10 years, I believe. For very good reasons, because she is not a good person. But, like, Sitlali's actions and the way she treats Auroran and the way she, like, low-key infantilizes him, like, she acts like that boy is 5. Like, that's a grown-ass man, but she treats him like he is 5. And that just, like, the way there are actual points in the story where she, like, physically, like, attacks him, essentially, or other far more frequent points where she just verbally abuses him, and I feel like a good portion of the fandom glosses over that because it's like, ooh, cute girl character. Look at her, she's got pink hair and a quirky outfit. And so it does I just don't like her at all, and I cannot bring myself to like her. I'm willing, like, I will hear people out on, like, Ito, because, like, I don't like Ito, but I'll hear you out on why you like Ito, but, I cannot hear anyone out on why they like Fit Lolly, because I can just not, like, see it at all. Yeah, no. The the way Fit Lolly acts and the way it's just completely glossed over by the fandom is fucking insane, man. And it does come down to she has the cute girl model that, like, Farina and God, I'm blanking on other characters right now. Like Farina and Chevrolet and Shiori has. And, like, she's got pink hair and pretty eyes and she's got a quirky outfit. But the way she acts is just, it makes me so uncomfortable. I absolutely despise that character, and that I'm fully willing to admit that my lack of enjoyment of Fit Lolly and how big of a part of Natlin's story she is could be one of the many reasons I dislike Natlin's story. But I feel like if they were going about the way of wanting to, like, represent having a toxic relation, like a toxic familial relationship, they went about it in the wrong way. They did not go about it in a way I enjoy or I think works. I would also theoretically I would straight up cry if I was in a Roron situation, and I actually have, because I've been in that situation. The incredibly fucked up story of the thing that like finally got my mom to be like, okay, we cannot keep this woman, my grandmother, in our life anymore, and we need her out of our life. And it's so ridiculous. It was Christmas, and we were at her house Christmas Eve, and we were playing Uno, and I played a, like, draw four or some shit. And I'm like 9, mind you, in this situation. Little 9-year-old Rose goes, "Oh, I play +4." And then it goes to my grandmother. And this woman, who is in her, I believe, like 50s at this point, turns to me and goes, "You fucking piece of shit," or something like that. Or, "You little bitch." I think she called me a little bitch. And I start sobbing. I'm sitting there holding my Monster High doll that I just got for Christmas, and I'm sobbing. Because I just got called a little bitch for playing a +4 in a game of Uno. But, like, so I firmly understand. Also, that is a story you're allowed to laugh at. That is a story that anyone is allowed to laugh at, because I laugh at it because it makes it less bad. And it is admittedly ridiculous. 50-year-old woman gets pissed at 9-year-old for playing Uno. I firmly think I really think Newlet should adopt Auroron as his child. And the funniest part about that is I have the Fontaine wings on Auroron because I like him that much and I don't want to associate him with Fontaine. Or, no, sorry. I don't want to associate him with Natlin, so instead I just associate him with Fontaine. But yeah, no, back to Volca. I got so distracted there ranting about Fit Lolly. Um, Back to Volca. Hi, kitty cat. Um, I'm like I don't. I'm really hoping. Oh god, that's Auroron's idol animation. I'm really hoping that uh Nuvi get one son. One son. Um, I'm really hoping that this design for Volca is just like a younger Volca, and then the Volca we actually like see and meet in game is going to be a bit older, potentially with a beard. Listen, I like men with beard. If that is not firmly obvious, I like men with beard. But yeah, it's like conceptually this is not a bad design, mind you. I enjoy this design. It's just not what I've had in my head for Volca for the past like what 4 years we've known about him. Apologies, I need a drink of water. My throat's hurting from ranting. Um, but yeah, it's just I've had all the fan art of Volca makes him like an older buff man. It's like a beard and a bunch of scars. And that's the design I've had in my head for him for the past however long. And so for it to be like one step removed from a twink is hilarious to me. I wonder, yeah, what character can I best describe the category Volca falls into? He reminds me a lot of Kaya. He has a very Kaya-esque design, and that's not a bad thing. I love Kaya's design. But like I've always imagined Volca to look significantly older than Kaya does. Hi, kitty cat. Again, it is like conceptually, it's a okay design. It's a good design. It's just I wish it was for a character that wasn't Volca. Because again, I've had this specific design in my head for however long, and I'm not ready to let go of that design. Um, but yeah. Uh, Great to see more of the Hexen Circle. I wouldn't call Kaya a twink either, let me be clear. I wouldn't call Volca's design a twink either. It's like I struggle so bad with words. I hate words. Why can't I just project my thoughts into people's minds? It's like it's God, I hate words. I like no, he's not a twink. I would not call this design a like twink design. But it's like I don't know. I'm struggling to figure out the correct words to explain it, but I've always pictured Volca to be like significantly like buffer than this design presents him as. I don't know. I'm struggling so hard to firmly explain what I mean. But like if you look up Volca fan art, that's like basically what I imagine him to look like. Oh, I just realized what character this reminds me of. And the reason I couldn't place it is because it is not a Genshin character. His design kind of reminds me of Void Archive from Honkai Impact. And to a lesser a twunk. Twunk is a great word for it. Um he kind of looks like Oh, he also kind of looks like Japard. Oh, the more I'm staring at this, the more the characters he's reminding me of is coming to my mind. He looks similar to Void Archives from Honkai Impact and Japard from Honkai Star Rail. Which, like, I imagine Volca to be significantly buffer and more, like, grizzled than Japard is. Like, give my man some scars. This is just me outing myself even more as a real simp. I, I have a type, and it upsets me that Volca does not fit my type. That's how we can boil this sentence down. I am not sure. Let me see if I can find the picture. Okay. Genshin Impact Hexen Circle. Where is the picture of the stained glass from that cutscene? Oh, let me fight through the 8 million ads on fandom.com. Jesus Christ. Oh, and they don't even have the picture. Okay. Where is the Hexer Circle Stain GLASS class? Here we go. Is it Great Resolution? No. Cookie Run Kingdom. I have never played Cookie Run Kingdom, but I am familiar with some of the characters because I like Shadow Milk Cookie. Yeah. I like Shadow Milk Cookie, so I'm familiar with some of the characters. I know Shadow Milk Cookie, I know Pure Vanilla Cookie, I know Pure Lily Cookie, I think that's her name. Candy Apple Cookie, Black Sapphire Cookie, Dark Cacao Cookie? Black Pearl Cookie? Which one's the mermaid? There's like a blue mermaid cookie. Almond cookie human version. Sure. Cookie Run Kingdom almond cookie human version. Okay, why do they draw this cookie hot? Cool, we found my type. Congrats. Just for mentioning Shadow Milk Cookie. He's silly. I don't know too much about him. I just know he's a silly jester boy. And I love me a silly jester boy. I mean, my model for a while was Silly Jester. But whichever whichever like member of the Hexo Circle this lady is. whichever member of the Hexo Circle this lady is, she is gorgeous. Like, absolutely gorgeous. I saw someone call her, while I was looking up the picture, I saw someone refer to her as Alice. Yeah, that's what I know about Shadow Milk Cookie. He's silly jester boy with abandonment issues. But yeah, I saw someone call this lady Alice. Uh which I guess it could be, though her hair feels too white to be Alice. Like I don't, again, this could just be fan art, and like Clee's dad could be the one with blonde hair. But I've always imagined Alice with like Clee's colored hair. And also she's wearing blue and Alice always wears red. So I don't think this is Alice. It could be Mona's master? I don't think it's gold because I feel like gold is probably more so yellow than blue. Um it could be N, but I think N's like teacup is red. So I'm not too sure. But anyways, I love this design and I'm so excited for when we get to finally like legitimately see the Hexa Circle members in game. God, stop teasing me, Genshin. Just give them over. Hand them to me. Okay though. I've been going for like an hour and 40-ish minutes. I'm not tired, but I know I don't have like enough stamina to do another quest or like boot up Ace Attorney or something. So I am going to wrap for tonight. I don't stream on Fridays because Fridays are a mess for me. But I will be live probably around 9:30 again on Saturday for the Fontaine event. I am so excited. Um I've seen people on like Blue Sky and Tumblr call it the Riolette event, and I'm fully running with that. I cannot wait to have the gays back. I missed them. We got some good gay content this patch with this story with Venti and Dahlia just being so gay and Kaya and Albedo being so gay, but I missed the Fontaine gays. I'm so excited to be back. So yeah, that will be Saturday and Sunday because I believe Sunday is here. Let me check real quick. I think the like chapters of the event are coming out Friday, Sunday, and Monday. Um, but let me check. It's the 9th, the 11th, and the 13th. So yeah, Friday, Sunday, and Tuesday. So I will be streaming on. How old is Dahlia? That is a question. Let me see if Google has the answer. But yeah, I will be live on uh Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday. I will not be live on Monday. Genshin Impact Dahlia age. Dahlia age. Okay, hold on. Hold on, I'm turning to Reddit. This post was deleted by the original poster. That means, it was great. And I have no idea what it says, so that's great. Okay, I don't understand anything that's going on in that thread because the original post was deleted. But considering I feel like it is implied that Dahlia was drinking with Venti, it's like implied that I believe it's implied by their conversation when Dahlia mentions Venti's drunk mumblings that Dahlia was drinking with Venti. So I'm going to assume until told otherwise that Dahlia is an adult. He's also the deacon of the church. And I feel like you probably need to be an adult for that job. So I think we're in the clear. I think we're in the clear. But I will probably never get a definitive answer because Genshin gives definitive ages to very few characters. But like the closest thing we'll get to figuring it out is in his like character stories and voice lines probably. So we'll see then, but for now I'm going to assume he's an adult. I will assume adult until proven child. All right though. I'm going to go to bed at a reasonable time for the first time this week.